Okay, everything should be all set up here. It sure was nice of Twilight to let me use the council hall. It sure was nice of her. Whew. Okay, and are the two great big presents ready? Yep, they are ready. They should be getting here soon. Ah, that must be them. Okay, let's see here. Ah, yep, it's you guys, the Apple family.
Howdy, Flame. I'm glad that you managed to bring. I'm glad that you actually called us.
Yeah, I did. And Apple Bloom, how are you doing today?
Just fine.
Granny Smith, nice to see you too.
Yeah, well, it's nice to see you too, Flame.
And Big Mac, how's everything going with you? Everything fine? Yep. Okay, well, anyway, the reason why I called you all here today is because I actually have a surprise for you, which I should have done yesterday, but things kind of got a little bit crazy. So, I'm doing this today.
Well, Flame, I'm really eager to find out what you did for us. And, what were those two great big gifts over there?
Oh, those two great big presents? Well, they're for you. Hold up, Apple Bloom. I see you looking at them. Do not go over there.
What? I was just looking.
Apple Bloom. Anyway, listen. After what happened with the Google video and everything with Applejack, I actually decided to do something for all of you.
Wait, Applejack did a Google video? What is Google?
Granny Smith, I'll explain it to you later. Anyway, guys, I actually got something, or should I say, to someone's, you guys all know and love. And they're inside those presents. I'm gonna give you guys clues on who they are. Alright?
Well, alright, but we don't have time for games, okay? We got lots of stuff to do to get ready for this year's Autumn Harvest Festival.
Understood. Understood. Alright, well. Now, this is definitely going to be good. Alright? Now, I'm going to tell you guys each something about these gifts. Alright? There's two, like I said, two gifts are up in here. Now, they're both they're both people, well, ponies that you all know and love. Anyway, have you guys figured it out yet? No? Okay. Anyway, one's a girl, one's a guy. And here's another hint. Their manes match the colors of these boxes. Still nothing?
Well, we do know a lot of ponies with red manes and orange manes as well.
Yeah, that is true. But, Applejack, you should know about them.
I should.
Yeah. Same thing with you, Granny Smith.
Well, I do tend to, forget sometimes.
Yeah, I know. It's hard not remembering, being old and all that stuff.
Who you calling old?
Nobody.
Yeah, that's what I thought, youngin'.
Boy, your grandmother is a delight, Applejack.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, the next bit of clues is that the guy kind of looks like Big Mac a little bit. And the girl kind of looks like Applejack a little bit.
Big Mac, do you know who it is?
Nope. I don't know why, but I do like it when Big Mac does that. It's too funny. Okay, well, anyway, back to what I was saying. Okay. Give you another hint. Apple and pear.
How dare you talk about the rival family that we have? somewhat in our family.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Anyway, don't take offense to this, but believe it or not, like I said, it's somebody we know. Well, you guys know, and it's, pretty obvious to know who it is. Okay, well, I stalled long enough. You guys ready for your surprise?
Yeah, we've been sitting here waiting almost all day.
Granny Smith, you just got here.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Flame, never mind Granny Smith. Just go on with the surprise already. Yeah, I really can't wait to see it.
Yup. Okay, alright. Just calm down, guys, calm down. I know the suspense is killing you guys. So, without further ado, may I present to you guys, brought back from the dead, or the afterlife, whichever one, Big Mac, Apple Bloom, and Applejack meet your parents. Bright Mac, and Pear Butter. That's right, I brought back your parents.
Wait, this has to be some sort of joke. Flame, you wouldn't be pulling on our heartstrings, would you?
Of course not, Apple Bloom. Your parents are actually here.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Guys, you guys can come on out the presents now. Howdy, every pony.
My little fillies, all grown up. I know it's been a long time, but it's really good to see you.
You guys look speechless. Big Mac, are you okay? Nope. He's all choked up. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. I know this is a lot to take in. But it's fine. Anyway, yes, I did bring back your parents.
Flame, I seen you do some crazy things. I seen you take on Discord. I seen you defend Appleacres from the Flim Flam brothers. And above all that, I also seen you take on lots of other evil creatures around here. But to bring back some pony just for us, I would definitely have to say that is the nicest thing anybody has ever done for us.
Aw, thanks, Granny Smith. I'm glad that you like it.
Of course I do. It sure is nice to see Bright Mac again. Oh, and you too, Apple Butter.
Wait, you mean Pear Butter?
Yeah, whatever.
By the way, I'm really confused. Why in the world do you guys have such a rivalry in the first place?
I think we can answer that. You see, many years ago, the pears and the apples, they really didn't get along. They really didn't. Because, rivals and all that other stuff.
Yes. But in fact, that rivalry is what brought me and Bright Mac together. Because even though we're from opposite families, we still loved each other very, very much. Which is why, before the big move, I married him.
Aw, well, that's just sweet. That's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet thing. But anyway, I really am glad that you guys are back, so that way your kids can get to see you again.
It sure is nice to see our little fillies all grown up.
Yep, and you'd be surprised what a great accomplishment all of them have done. Big Mac, he's a hard worker out here on the farm.
Aw, shucks.
Big Mac, wait, hold up. You said something other than, yep and nope.
Well, sometimes I do like to, talk, but I only say yes and nope because, well, it's, complicated.
Basically, once he starts talking, he doesn't stop, so he just likes saying yes and nope to stuff.
Oh, I see. Well, anyway, and as for Apple Bloom, she got her cutie mark.
Really? She did?
Yep, take a look, Pa.
Well, mash my apples into applesauce. Looks like you did get your cutie mark. So, what is it anyway?
Oh, it's a logo. You see, me and two other ponies named Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle, we actually started a club. It's called the Cutie Mark Crusaders. You see, we actually help other ponies who don't have their cutie marks get their cutie marks. Basically, we help them discover their true talent. Well, ain't that nice?
Yep, and Applejack over here, she definitely is the best. She's definitely the most hardworking pony because not only is she a hardworking pony out here on the farm, but she's also a hardworking pony out here in Ponyville. She's the element of honesty. She has all sorts of crazy powers, and she's the strongest member of her little team, the main six.
Well, I don't like to brag, but I do all those things.
Yeah, she is absolutely amazing. She is amazing. I mean, even I sometimes rival her to see who can get some of the most work done out here or who can lift the most stuff.
Yep, it's definitely a big competition between me and Flame, but at the end of the day, we're all good friends.
Yep, we are. And she even met her EG counterpart,
E.G.
Equestria Girl. Basically, there's a whole other universe out here where, believe it or not, the ponies are humans. It's pretty crazy. Applejack met her EG counterparts. Same thing with Granny Smith, Big Mac, and Apple Bloom, and every pony else. They all met their EG counterparts. And let me just tell you, one may walk on four legs, the other may walk on two, but they both have a lot in common. It's pretty nice and stuff. It's really cool. Well, I'm glad that you guys like your present. And I know a lot of you guys, and I know you guys have a lot of catching up to do. I mean, you would definitely be surprised how much the farm has improved. You'll definitely be surprised.
I bet we will. By the way, do the pears and the apples still fight each other?
Not that I know of. Granny Smith?
Well, we haven't exactly seen many pears, only except for the kid's great grandpair.
Well, yeah, that's the only pair that we've seen so far.
Well, it's a shame that, the pears and the apples didn't really get along.
Yep, but don't worry. There is a symbol out there in the woods that symbolizes that pears and apples can get along.
Yeah, we seen your tree. A big old pear and apple tree. By the way, how did you guys do that anyway?
Well, it's quite simple. We planted an apple and a pear seed at the same time. And as it grows over time, they both intertwined and they started growing together.
Now that's just adorable. So basically what happened is that the pear tree and the apple tree is kind of like you two. Like it will be together from years to come, even though you guys aren't, right?
That's right.
Well, that's just sweet. Now that's just sweet. And, well, like I said, I actually am glad that I actually did this favor. Besides, it was Applejack's idea.
Applejack?
Yeah, because you see, she actually wanted to, because believe it or not, she actually wondered what it was like when you got to see you guys again. So I wanted to surprise her, and well, I sorta kinda grabbed these magical orbs called Dragon Balls, wished you guys back to life, and yeah, it was actually that. It was actually pretty cool. It was really hard for me, but I managed to get the job done. There was one other thing though. There's one other thing, though.
And what's that, Flame?
Well, the Dragon Balls can grant you 3 wishes. So, the thing is, I actually used the 2 other wishes.
And what would that be?
Well, the first wish, of course, was that I bring back your parents. The second wish was that I would make them immortal. Well, not really immortal. Well, you see, the whole point of this immortality is so that way they don't die. But if they do, then it's of natural causes. Not like, someone. So basically, say that somebody like takes a shot at them or something, then they won't die. Then they won't die. And the third wish, and this one's the most important one, is that Applejack, the third wish is the most important one.
And what would that be?
The third wish was for all of you to be together. It was for all of you to be together. Because even when they're in the afterlife, even if they ever go back to the afterlife, you see, Shenron, the dragon, he actually gave me this.
What is that?
It's a very special orb. It's a very special orb. You see, with that orb, it allows you to contact your mother and father, even if they're in the afterlife again. So that way, all of you can stay connected.
Flame, this is the best thing you can ever done for a little pony like me.
Of course, you're a close friend of mine, Applejack. And you know I would do anything for you. Heck, I'll even cut off my arm. But I'm not gonna do that. But if I did, I'll definitely cut off my arm for you. I'll definitely cut off my arm. Yeah, but anyway, I'm glad that the Apple family is all back together again. Even with your parents.
Yeah, well, Flame, I really am. I really do appreciate the thing that you did for us.
No problem, Granny Smith. And trust me, if there is anything else I can do for you, just let me know, okay?
Well, there is one thing.
What would that be?
Granny Smith, don't tell me you're going to ask Flame if he can make you young again.
What? It was just a simple age spell.
Oh, man. Well, I can try and make you young. I don't know how long it will last, though. Anything else? Anything else that you might need?
Well, my cousin Apple Rose is gone. How about you bring her back too?
It's gonna be a little bit complicated with that because believe it or not, gathering up the Dragon Balls, it took a long time, but hopefully I'll be able to get it done. I hope. Yikes. Because let me just tell you, gathering up them Dragon Balls was definitely a lot of hard work. It was definitely a lot of hard work getting the Dragon Balls. It was a lot of hard work. But hopefully, I'll be able to get it done. I hope, because honestly, like I said, getting them Dragon Balls was definitely really hard work. But I'm sure I can do it. I did it before, I can do it again. And, of course, I'm going to need a great treasure hunter in order to do that. Of course, there's my friend Knuckles. He's a good treasure hunter. And then of course, there's Rarity. There's also Rarity. I mean, she's good at tracking down gems. So maybe I don't know if she can track down the. I don't know if she can track down the. I honestly don't know if she'll track down the Dragon Balls, but it's worth a shot, I guess. Or maybe I can ask Rarity if she can teach me that spell.
You mean the gem hunting spell?
The gem finding spell. I mean, it's quite easy, I think, I guess. I don't know.
Well, we better head on home. Flame, it sure was nice of you to bring us back so that way we can see our kids again.
Yeah, like Granny Smith said, if there's anything that you need, or if there's anything that we can do for you, don't hesitate to ask.
No problem. And, Bright Mac, I just gotta say one thing. You two are the most bravest ponies I have ever met. Because despite the fact that your family both had rivalries against each other, you two stuck it out. And you even managed to still see each other. Even though your families didn't agree, you guys still stuck with each other. It's just like the story of Romeo and Juliet. The story of two lovers from rival families who still managed to get with each other. But sadly, let's just say it was a great big tragedy with Romeo and Juliet, so it's crazy.
What happened to them?
They died.
They died?
Yeah. See, long story short was that after something bad happened to one of Juliet's family members, all thanks to Romeo, Romeo got banished. Juliet, she was so depressed and devastated that she was desperate to get Romeo back at all costs. So she got this potion from the priest. She drank it and she fell into like a deep sleep. But to others, excuse me. But to others, they think that she's dead because it not only made her stop breathing and all that stuff. It's okay. It's okay. She wasn't actually dead. It just made her like stop breathing and all that stuff. It made her seem like that she was dead. And after that, Romeo gets a letter saying that Juliet was dead, and so he rushed back over there. And when he saw her, he decided to take his life too by drinking poison. And as soon as Juliet woke up, she saw what the heck her little plan did, and so she decided to take her own life just so that way they can be together in the afterlife.
Now that's just beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful, but yet heartbreaking. So, whatever happened to the families?
Oh, they stopped feuding because they saw what all that fighting and stuff did. You see, the whole point of that fighting was because one family thinks they're better than the other. One family thinks that they're better than the other just because they're a Capulet and a Montague, which is just really bad. Well, not really bad, but it was crazy. Anyway, basically, the whole point of that fighting was to know which side was better. But at the end of the day, they both lost something very, very precious. Their youngest kids. They lost them due to this whole feud.
Well, that was kind of like us. But even though we didn't actually, take poison or anything, but we did sort of kind of,
Yeah, I know. Also, Applejack, I also managed to make one more wish.
But I thought you said Shenron can only grant 3.
Yeah, but this one was actually made by another set of Dragon Balls that I have. They're called the Pink Star Dragon Balls. I'm sure Rarity would like those. But anyway, the Pink Star Dragon Balls, I actually used them to grant a wish
And what would that wish be?
for your mother and father to go back to being young. Because when I brought them back, they were old and crinkly, kind of like Granny Smith.
Hey!
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So, what I did was that I used the Dragon Balls to, make them young again. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's just like with you. No matter how big the number is, they'll still be young. Just like you.
Flame, again, that's the most nicest thing you've ever done.
Aw, well, I try. I try.
And you know what, Flame? Later on, I got a little surprise for you.
Oh, really?
Yep, meet me outside the barn later on today, alright?
Okay.
Well, the Apple family is all back together again. Well, except for Babs. She's still in Manhattan.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure everything's gonna be fine. And besides, Babs can travel. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm glad that you guys are all here. Well, I might as well head on. Well, I might as well head on to my castle.
Hey, Flame?
Yeah, Sweetie Belle. Yes, Apple Bloom. Oh!
Thanks for bringing back Ma and Pa.
Aw, no problem. I'm always happy to bring back lost family members, just so that way you guys can all be happy. Big Mac, are you feeling alright?
Yep.
Aw, well, you take care, big guy. You take care, big guy. Don't work too hard out there on that field. Granny Smith, even though Applejack's mother and father did pass, you really did do a great job taking good care of the youngins here.
Well, they're the only guardian I have, I'm their only guardian, so I had no choice but to take care of them. But yeah, thanks.
No problem. And Applejack, you be sure to continue to make your parents proud. Because from the looks of their faces, it looks like they're already proud of you for all the hard work that you've done throughout the years.
Well, I'll try my best. And of course, you know I always tell the truth.
After all, you are the element of honesty. Well, again, I better head on to my castle. I'll see you around, guys. I'll see you around.
Man, it sure was nice of Flame to bring back Ma and Pa.
Yep.
Yeah, well, now we better head on back to our farm. Yeah. Sis, is everything okay? Yeah, I'm fine. You know, Apple Bloom, I think I'm beginning to like that feller.